the Huawei P series has always been the smartphones with high quality cameras for the brand. And even with the sanctions that continue to be imposed by the United States on the Chinese manufacturer, the manufacturer should continue to explore the limits of the technology with the new Huawei P50 Pro. On Wednesday, March 10, leaker Steve Hemmerstoffer posted 4 renderings based on Huawei's flagship CAD models, and all the highlights of the images go to the giant camera module. In the images that make up the story, released by Steve Hemmerstoffer on social network Voice, we see that the Huawei P50 Pro will only have 2 rear cameras, a big difference compared to the Huawei P40 Pro, launched in 2020 with 4 main cameras. Due to the smaller number of cameras, Huawei is expected to give great importance to quality, which is why we see that 2 lenses take up so much space. The larger the sensor, the higher the quality of the photo, the better the quality and the more defined, sharper and clearer the images. There have already been rumors pointing out that the Huawei P50 Pro will be the world's first smartphone to feature sensors with a size of 1 inch, something surprising for a smartphone, and the company may adopt 2 1-inch sensors in each camera, giving the same space in each of the 2 lenses. So it is also expected that we will not see a dedicated zoom lens, only a single main sensor and a sensor for the ultra-wide angle lens. The rest of the smartphone body also features a front panel with fewer curved sides than in previous years, as well as a tiny centralized hole for the front camera and extremely thin edges in all regions. According to Steve Hemmerstoffer's leak, the P50 Pro will have a 6.6-inch screen with dimensions of 159mm length, 73mm width and 8.6mm thickness, with no less than 10.3mm thickness with the camera module, which is because of the 1-inch sensors and the body is made of metal and glass. Huawei is expected to introduce the new P50 series in mid-April. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And if you want to support me on Patreon, the link is given in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye bye.